what's a Chase Atlantic?
What's a Chase Atlantic?
And I was like, it's us.
Nice.
I feel like it'd be fun.
Spend a long time on it over the next like 40 hours or so, and we just pumped it out and we got it delivered.
Still my dad saying don't cry on stage.
And the whole new album is sick.
I won the fastest swimmer of the school 5 years in a row, so.
Let's jump into it.
Let's jump into it. Hey guys, James Foster-Taylor here for Roxanne. We are backstage in Glasgow today with your latest episode of 7 of 30, Chase Atlantic, in the middle of a massive UK headline arena tour. I'm delighted to say that the guys join me now. Hello, gentlemen. How are we doing?
Hey, G, how you doing? Thank you for having us.
It's so good to see you guys. It's been a little minute. Welcome back to the UK. Let's start right there.
It feels good to be here.
I'll bet it does, man. I mean, we're sat in Glasgow here today. The sun is outshining for a start. It's always good. But the amount of kids waiting for this show outside, lining up around the block, it's got to feel very special to be coming back to the UK, and it's all the biggest shows you've ever played over here. Let's celebrate that.
It's surreal. I still don't know if we fully wrapped our heads around it because, like, it was just like a laptop in a pipe dream. You know what I mean? And we just kept grinding and hustling like every other artist out there. And so it's hard to really put your finger on what you did different to make this kind of impact.
It means something when you pass King Tut's though. King Tut's Wawa, and we played that in 2018.
Yeah.
It's like a couple hundred people, isn't it? It's like
I think we had 70 people.
We're engraved into written on one of the stairs.
The Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame, yeah. It was
We're
cool
Hall
though.
of Famers.
We played like 70 people. But the UK is it's really like it's amazing for us over here, like the amount of love and support we get. It's like because everything else is picking up around the world now too. But the UK has always just been one step ahead, like
totally.
They're supporting us.
Live concerts, and I love live. And we love to play them.
You know, the O2 Arena in London. We wanted to play that for years, and it sold out in like an hour. So we could have added more shows.
It was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was quick.
Yeah.
And
I
was like, oh, we have to play like 3 nights, but no, they want to save a little bit of, face. We'll do some festivals here as well, and then we'll come back and we'll either do there or we'll do the Wembley Arena stadium. Sorry.
I feel like this has kind of proved it though. Like, there's no more like, can they sell out that venue?
Oh, I think the point has been fully.
Yeah. At this point, it's like no more questioning. Like, or maybe they can't sell out that venue.
Yeah, they'll say it once we do the stadium. So
we get it now. It's all right. We get it. No, it is nice because you can kind of chart those milestones, like you say, and we've talked about this before, but it's the most. I know you do all different styles of music. It's such an energetic rock-led show that you guys do, and I think the UK in particular always responds to that. Do you know what I mean? When it's that,
they love
shout out Pat and Jesse.
Shout out Pat and Jesse. It wouldn't be possible without you boys. I mean,
they bring an element to the live show that we couldn't do with anybody else, other two guys.
Whether it be coincidence, fate, destiny, I don't know what to call it, but it worked out for the best, and it's so synergistic. Is that a word? Synergistic?
Yeah, we're all
synergistic.
It's so much synergy. There's so much synergy. It's unbelievable because the backstory is great.
Yeah, man. No, it's amazing to see that rise, and in the UK in particular, like I say. And as you alluded to, coming back in the summer with your boy Yungblud for Bludfest 2.0.
Yeah.
So exciting because you guys, I mean, that is again an artist who's just gone from 0 to 60 so quick. And it's so funny to think that we saw him the other week, actually, and we were just talking about like that first Warped Tour, like you guys sharing a bus. And now you are sharing a festival headline.
Which is crazy.
He was the best. He's a little He woke me up every morning with full energy, and I'm a slow riser. I'm a very slow riser.
We get out of our comfort zone.
Come on. He's like, wake up, rabbit. And I'm like, hey.
He's got a really powerful mind, though, the way he like speaks things into existence. And
he was doing on Warped Tour that we were like, okay, he's out of here. We got to keep grinding.
We knew when we turned the corner one day after he'd played 3 shows. And there was about 500 people with pink socks on. We went, this guy's
Alexander Wang's in our bus.
Yeah, Alexander Wang designing shoes for him. We're like, what? This is Warped Tour.
Like, there was some stuff going on. He was like talking housey for a bit, and
and now to come back round and you guys be in this position where you're both co-headlining this huge event that he's set up. I mean,
and we got offered Reading and Leeds too, and we got offered the Bludfest at the same time, And we picked Bludfest because like that's our boy.
Yeah,
it happened.
And you know, we can come back to Running Leeds next year and do even bigger again. So like it's cool to be part of that.
Yeah,
it's always good to support like other artists that you know you've been on the come up with.
Like an independent festival, right?
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So nice.
It makes sense. And the backstory is like kind of like we played a show in LA, at the end of our American tour last year.
Palladium.
I didn't have a voice and it was getting recorded and there was 2 shows.
That sucked.
Clinton was out in hospital with like pneumonia or something. And then I didn't have a voice at all. And then Lewis Capaldi was there, which made it even worse because he's like the best singer in the world.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
And I'm like, oh jeez. And then I was feeling that. You know what I mean? I was feeling that internally.
Yeah.
And then afterwards we saw our boy, and then we were talking about Bludfest, and then we were like, we'll do it if we co-headline with you.
Yeah, he offered us the slot there.
Yeah.
So nice. It's so nice to see that friendship still continue.
Yeah.
Still on the rise together. It's so cool. Which you mentioned before we get to 7 of 30 as well. Obviously, it's been a little minute now since the album's been out there, and congrats on that again. It's got to be always nice when you get to this stage in the tour and in the live show where you get some of these new songs out there in front of the people. Has anything kind of surprised you about these newer songs, seen the reaction? Anything gone off a little more than you expected or anything like that?
I think it was 3 years since we made our last album.
Sure.
So there's obviously like nerves set in pretty heavy when you're about to release music after 3 years because no one knows what's going to happen. I mean, every single artist can relate to this. I'm looking at you, every single artist that, you know what I mean? You don't know what's going to happen when you release a project. You don't have a clue. You just put your best foot forward. You have faith. And then we dropped our first single, and for me, it was like the sleeper track. It was like okay. But these two, like, were in love with it. You know what I mean? We all had different, like, but we all made the song together. You know what I mean? It's not like someone else made the song. But I was like, I don't know if we should. And they were like, we should do it. And I was like, okay, I trust you guys. And
I mean, it wouldn't be the label's first choice but we just thought it was cool. And after such time away, we wanted to just bring a real cool Chase 90 sound back.
Was it you that I called with Seth and just said, oh, do you guys? And he said, oh, just so you guys know,
we have
40 chill, but we have 48 hours to finish this song.
I got to the
Die For Me.
Yeah, so I got to the
and I was super calm about it.
And he calls us and he goes, just so you know, we have 48 hours.
And at this stage, we hadn't finished one song.
In this tiny room.
Not one, so we hadn't had that finished song confidence yet. But I don't know, I was just confident.
We hadn't finished.
I was like, we have 48 hours. Don't worry about it. We'll get it done.
Deadlines work sometimes.
And it did.
Dude, when you have ADHD, deadlines are the only thing that works.
I think that's
essential.
Yeah, it's what kept me in line, and I got it done with the guys and spent a long time on it over the next like 40 hours or so, and just pumped it out, and we got it delivered.
I love it,
which is good because it pushed us along to get the first song out. And it was a great song, and it did really well.
And it's crazy because Crass and I made that instrumental in 2017.
The old one, yeah.
21 Pilots are on the cover of the latest edition of Rock Sound as we celebrate a decade of their landmark album Blurryface. And to really celebrate, we've put together a special tribute album, Blurryface Reborn. It features artists including James Marriott, Royal and the Serpent, AWOL Nation, Arrows in Action, and loads more. You can get the full album exclusively with your copy of Rock Sound, so make sure you pre-order yours today at shop.rocksound.tv. So let's get into your 7 of 30. So you guys remember this one. You did this back in the day. So
yes,
you do it all together now with different questions. It's nice and easy.
That was a Spanish one. The guess your songs in different languages.
Oh, we did. Oh, God, we did that as well. I forgot.
We did really good.
Right back in the day. Translate the lyrics. That was called
7 or 8 or something.
You did do all right. It was just all the terrible translations off Google Translate that made no sense. But that's an old school one.
Let's jump into it.
Let's jump into it. So what I need to do is we've got 30 questions. Pick for me 7 numbers, first of all. All right, guys? So
this is a magic trick. We're doing magic tricks now.
1 to 30.
Between 1 and 30, just pick 7 numbers for me.
22.
22. All right. Next one.
7.
11.
Nice.
Okay, 7. Oh, yeah.
1. 3.
Oh, we have 1. Yeah, that's right. 3. 2.
Oh.
I feel like the better questions come at the end, actually. How many out of 30?
So you did that already?
27. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 7, 11, 22. There's a 27. You want to go?
Who won the pinball?
There you go. You want to go?
Bingo.
Big number to small number or small number to big number?
Big number, small number.
Big number, small number. All right, let's do it. Number 27 is, what is the worst meal you've ever had on tour? Worst thing you've eaten while you've been on the road?
Oh, man, we have a beautiful caterer now.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been this tour. This tour has been amazing.
Yeah, you're in the big leagues now.
For you, it would be nuts, right?
I haven't eaten nuts on tour.
Well,
What's
the worst?
He's allergic, so.
I remember
it's gonna be something.
having a Sloppy Joe's in America. That was pretty brutal before a show. I won't say where. But
Five Guys that Riley bought us.
The one that was like a lot? Like
It
the broke
was
one?
grimy.
Okay, we're gonna say Five Guys.
Oh, that's
Five Guys is good, mind you, but this was just like you know what it is? Nando's in Chicago. I'm not Washington. Washington Nando's. Shut that down, man.
This is the thing. It's so funny that the amount of bands that come from overseas and then they try the UK Nando's, which is awesome, by the way.
Stock standard.
You should try the Australian.
Yeah, it's
so is Australian Nando's seriously that much better? Is it?
It's not seriously much better, but
it's just like it's top tier. It's like it's fresh.
Australian KFC is not even no one's close.
It's delicacy almost.
Why? Why?
Because cricket. Big bash.
But also like,
and we have strict laws too for food, and we just have access to a lot of like farming and fresh products that are closer by. So
lots of potatoes. Yeah, there's a lot of farming going on. Sure, you think about it.
But we don't have as many vegan options in the fast food places.
No, so it's been a minute for me, but when I do get the chance to get something, it's pretty exciting.
Less people, less vegan stuff.
UK is better with the vegan stuff.
That's true, and that's fair. Yeah, we did allude to it now, but like catering, you must be rolling in it now. Come on, you can be excited on this tour.
Man, we have catering following us.
Shout out Daisy.
Shout out again, Daisy. It's still like again surreal to us. I think we're saying thank you over 100 times a day.
Yeah. Meals and snacks like non-stop, and it's options for me, options for everyone, the vegan options. So
amazing, love to hear it. All right, let's see your next question. You went for number 22, right? What song lyric would go on your gravestone? Now, I guess we could go Chase song lyric, or we can pick one that you just happen to love from a song you love. One from each of you, please.
Wait, let's do Chase lyrics.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know.
You do one of each if you want, man.
Wait, can mine be, she told me to sober up?
She told me to sober up, didn't?
Yeah.
Darkest joke you could
She told me to sober up. Yeah.
No, that's mine.
All right, that's fair. Dang, how am I gonna top that? Clinton, you got a brainstorm here.
Oh, I can do a simple one. It's pretty easy. From what you call that? Tell my mama that I died like a rock star.
That's Rockstar.
That's Rockstar.
I changed it. No, it's Rockstar. Yes, I got the song wrong.
That's like a rockstar.
Sorry, it was from the same era. So
that's true.
We made a lot of songs.
My bad.
There's like way more songs that have been unreleased than released. Like way triple the amount.
Well, you guys are just constantly, especially when you had the home studio set up and everything.
Yeah, we always
when we spoke to you. That was crazy.
Nah, just constantly. Right, Mitchell, come on.
Come on. Too damn high.
Okay. In the same, it's all in the same kind of.
Yeah, it's all the same round.
That's actually from what you call that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too damn high.
They all work well, man. They all work well.
Beautiful. All in a very similar realm.
Is there any lyrics like from your kind of heroes, right? They've always kind of stuck with you. So I know like so many people get lyrics from like their favorite songs tattooed on them and stuff. Is there anything that like has always stuck with you just from someone else's song you thought?
Yeah. We're in the car shooting her.
I was about to say every single 1975.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't get that tattoo, but never. I've done one of the two. I haven't done the heroin.
Yeah, you don't want to get that one tattooed on you.
But it is pretty epic.
You look so cool. Also, just cool.
Yeah.
From Robbers,
you
look so cool.
Like,
yeah,
it's like an affirmation.
In the context when it actually looks. Yeah, I mean,
it's just
every single song.
You look
by
so
75.
cool.
There's like one lyric.
They are phenomenal.
Yeah,
I always want to die sometimes. How's that?
That's another good one.
That's another good gravestone.
Man, like I don't understand in any way, shape, or form how we have managed to accumulate a higher streaming thing than the 975 because it doesn't make sense in my brain.
It's wild. I bet there's a huge crossover fan base. I think you'd be surprised. I think 975 fans who come to your show and vice versa for sure. It's definitely in that same.
We're big fans of the 1975.
Man,
We've seen them live.
Matt, please come hang out at Zane Low Star.
We love you. We love you guys.
We love you guys.
All
That's
of you.
good. Number 11 is your next question. What is the worst piece of advice you have ever received?
We did this one. We did this
let's bring it
question.
back.
Worst piece of
changed.
okay
Yeah,
now. So beyond that point again.
It's still my dad saying don't cry on stage. Because all that did was make me cry even more.
It's not. That can't be the worst.
That's the worst
piece of advice I've ever
gotten.
Easily. Your songs, you need to change your songs. They're not pop enough.
Interesting. Man.
But this is from label executives from years.
Yeah.
What's the question like for your career on tour?
It could be in general. It could be for music.
I know Reborn Clinton. Don't release Swim as a single.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, someone said that.
Yeah. It's not single material.
It's not single material.
Nothing.
And I bet that person has since been fired. I mean, my God.
Yeah, no, probably just left.
Nice.
I'm
That's
out.
crazy.
I really
I don't know what the going on. I'm out of it.
It's got to be nice. I mean, there's a little bit of schadenfreude there. It's got to be so satisfying when you face criticism like that and then you see the success of that song in particular.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you can't.
God.
That's why I don't understand. Like, I understand record labels and what they can do for artists, but like people who are picking and choosing music, like adjudicators, it makes no.
Gotta trust your guts as an artist. You have to.
Like, I think this song's better than this song because I have a job. That's it. Not because I'm smart and I've picked better songs before. Because I got this job now, I can just have my input.
It's kind of one of the few really fun things about streaming era as well, is that people can kind of make their own albums out of what they Like, I remember talking bands before, they were like, the fans almost picked what the singles were going to be. Just like you put the album out and then it's like, oh, we did not expect that.
That was that for me. I was like, okay.
When we were doing the release parties and Disconnected, I remember we played Disconnected.
Yeah, like
play time. And people in the front play that one again.
Play that one again.
Run that back. We did.
That's a way to start off a campaign, isn't it? No, that's going to work very, very well. I love that. Number 7, you selected. Name the time you got starstruck. I mean, we must be absolutely getting loads of those these days. I mean, you guys are meeting lots of big people. Oh, no, not at all?
No, not like we do get starstruck, but
we don't meet anyone.
We don't meet anyone.
We don't meet.
We ran into Central Cee at Reading and Leeds. He was the same stage as us. That was cool.
Starstruck because he was on the same kind of level at that point. He wasn't like he wasn't at like the Can't Rush greatness. Like he's like a star boy at the moment. You know what I mean? He's like,
which is cool because I guess different countries too. You don't get to see him.
Yeah, publicity. Like he's like, you know what I mean? He's all over social media. He's got, you know what I mean? He's got everyone talking about him. He's got Dave in his corner.
So Mitchell knows everything about him, so he must have been somewhat starstruck. He must have been somewhat starstruck.
Well, no, I'm just a fan of music and people in general, and no matter how like successful we become, I'm always going to be a fan. Deep down, and like that can't change. You know what I mean? And so I guess Central. I wasn't starstruck. I was more just like, this is cool that we get to
really
meet
cool.
each other.
It was a cool moment because we were playing the same stage and.
But he didn't really know who we were because we had the Chase Atlantic
Lamborghinis. And he said, "What's?"
And we pulled up in a green one. He's like, "I like that." He's like, "What's a Chase Atlantic?"
What's a Chase Atlantic?
And I was like, "It's us." And he's like, "What? You're?"
He's like, "You sell?" He's like, "You sell Lambos?"
Like, Transformer, yeah.
And I remember he was like, "I want one of those." I want one of those.
Yeah.
We'll say Central Cee.
And I'm sure we mentioned it before in like an interview or something, but like in the past when we first moved to LA, we used to go out a lot and just mingle and try and just get our way around and enjoy ourselves. Yeah, and we ran like hang out with Drake the weekend, Post Malone. So that was cool. It was desensitizing too because it also helped us like want them to recognize us, and we realized that early on.
Well, I guess as well, maybe starstruck's the wrong term, but obviously, I mean, I've chatted with, well,
it happens. You don't meet anyone. It's so weird, man.
Well, no, but I was going to say, like, in those early days when you first obviously came onto Madden Wing, like, I remember chatting with Austin Knight and stuff about, like, his experience that he obviously grew up listening to Good Charlie.
Yeah.
Have people who've been through it all be able to be in your corner?
Well, when we first hung out with Joel and Benj, we were pretty, like, starstruck,
absolutely.
to be honest.
Yeah, you've told the story like 50 times.
Yeah, me dropping the water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that story as well. But yeah. That kind of counts as starstruck.
Yeah, of course.
But now they're just brothers.
And they're brothers now,
This whole tour, Benj has been hitting me up trying to play Call of Duty, and I can't connect to the internet. and he, because I got him into it, and then I bailed for tour, and now he's like, dude, I'm
Oh,
the
he's
best player. And he
addicted.
sends me
He's
all these
addicted.
messages.
So did you the stats about his weapons?
He just
He's
sending
got,
me like
he's
load
got the
up
Call
like
of Duty
thing,
edition. Ooh.
and I'm like,
it's
this is
just a
cool. I
slippery
can't wait to
It's a
get
slippery
back.
slope.
But yeah, we haven't even been co-signed really.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, by them, by Joel and Benj, but not
But
by...
like not by like no one's like, yo, I
Yeah.
f- with Chase Atlantic. Like it's weird, man.
Harvey Boy Doll, obviously. So that works. Yungblud.
I mean, yeah,
So-
but that's like early days. I'm
That's early
talking
days.
like co-signed by like someone big.
Give it time, we'll make it.
Hey,
How many
hey,
times-
someone
how many
big out
times we have
there,
to
if you'd love to co-sign us first, you can't be the first
Shout someone
co-signer.
big. Shout
You
someone
can't be
big.
the first co-signer.
Come on, Travis.
Travis. Travis.
You got Travis, you're watching.
Come on,
Let's do
Travis.
it, boy. Let's do it. 3 more to go, and it's 3, 2, 1. So question number 3, what was your best memory of school, guys? Any particular memories of school? with you?
Cool.
Ooh. Probably performing at the
Graduating.
concerts. Graduating? Yeah, okay.
Fair enough. It's a big J. Get out of there.
No,
Fair
I
enough.
just try to get out of that.
Fair enough.
I like school.
Yeah, no, you had a cool school though.
I had a cool school.
Yeah,
Lots
but
of
We
Nice.
didn't even
nice-
have uniforms.
It's
No
like the one
uniforms.
school in Australia without uniforms.
no
I swear to
uniforms.
God.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it was a cool. It was like a music school. It was artsy. I
He
I
just got
really
to
enjoyed it.
skateboard and
I got-
kickflip his way around.
Yeah, yeah. It was really cool. It was like a little Skins episode all the time, without
no,
without the
stuff.
extremities.
Yeah, without
Yeah,
like
yeah.
without like the
Minus the
Like the
yeah.
beginning of the episode,
Yeah,
but they're just
like-
in the party.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
episode 1, season 1, and then
running
nothing
away from
else.
the police with
Yeah,
like
yeah,
10
yeah.
pounds of weed. Type
It's not
vibe.
no, it's not doesn't get that intense, but I really enjoyed school.
You know, school was cool. I was always like the kind of
Cool, school is cool.
School was alright. I didn't have much confidence in school. I didn't have yeah, I just didn't have any self confidence, and I wasn't the cool. Like, luckily there was no like cool group, so I got to hang out with the people who were cool. But I always saw them as so much cooler than me, and it's crazy because Xavier Mayne was one of them.
Yeah, that's wild.
No, it was,
Yes.
pretty-
And
it was
like
kind of
he was
intimidating.
like kind of the coolest one. And I was like,
He could BMX. He could kick flip on a bike.
yeah,
Yeah.
you could BMX like a
That's
mother.
like in Australia. That's like the level of coolness. If you can kick
If
flip
you
a bike,
can drop into the bowl, come out, make your whole thing rotate, and drop back in,
You're the
winning.
coolest
You're
kid in school.
Yeah.
yeah.
We gotta get doing that on stage. This is
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah, and it's nuts that he's now like opening for us, and he lives like 6 houses away from where Clinton and I grew up, and like the fact that he's become like best friends.
Yeah,
with all of us.
beginning of the year, I went back to Cairns and I walked to his house every second night and we worked on his EP. So
It's just same way I
great,
feel
yeah.
about Jay. 'Cause
Jay.
he was a year above
Yeah.
me in school.
It's
so
like
he was so
cooler.
much cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice. No, it's nice to see that.
So that was my favorite memory from school.
That works.
It's
That works.
being
Xavier
the-
doing a
being the
kickflip on a
least
bike.
cool.
I just think seeing do a kick for BMX is a pretty good score.
That's a pretty
memory.
good
No,
score.
I killed legal studies for real though,
Yeah, there you go.
and I was high every.
I haven't been in school for 50 years, so kind of hard to remember.
He
but
was fine. He was a cool kid.
I was kind of, I wouldn't thank you, but I would say like kind of nerdy too, because I was heavily into music and then like my sporting side.
Yeah, you could swim. If you can swim, you're really cool.
Yeah, no, I don't know. The other sports kids didn't think
you
of
did
school.
sports, and you were cool guy, and you.
But I
bully
want.
me, and
I didn't bully Mitchell, and if I did, I'm sorry.
He's
I,
the coolest
He's
guy.
the older brother. He has to.
I had to maintain my reputation. The other guys were gonna punch me if I didn't get Mitchell. So.
No, he was cool. He was a cool kid.
But no, I won the fastest swimmer of the school 5 years in a row. So
Well, there we
So
go.
from
That was
year
cool.
8
That's
to
a good
year,
memory.
Yeah.
8 to year 12,
Yeah.
so beating all the year 12s from year 8 to year 12.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I was a
Shout out.
little
Love that.
froggy in the water.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Question number 2. What do you want to do when you retire? I don't see you guys retiring, to be honest with you, but let's say you did.
Producing.
What would be the plan? Producing. Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was what I did before we started.
Yeah.
So technically not retiring.
We're not going to
Yes.
retire and like leave, you know what I mean? It's not like a retire and like, bye-bye, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't
Retire as in like maybe slow down on the show, slow down the touring, slow down.
Or have a crack at different projects as well.
I don't have a retirement plan.
Yeah.
I know when I'm done with it, I just want a backyard with a pool, a dog, and like a big cricket TV.
And then maybe like a little studio
to
in the
sit
back
and watch
just
the
to have
cricket.
some
That's it,
outlet.
watch
you
the
know what I
rugby.
mean?
Yeah, I'll
That's
come over
A
for
little
that.
studio,
Come
at the
on.
back, a little granny
No
flat.
music. I'm done with it.
No music.
The cricket's on. Cricket's on.
No loud.
No, the cricket's on.
Silence.
No
And then in the ad breaks, sit in silence.
No, when I retire. So
Yeah,
when I'm
it
like,
doesn't stop.
how old am I now? Like in like 3
Okay, we didn't make music. You didn't make music for that. I need to make money. Make
Yeah, okay. So just,
her outlet.
I don't know. I don't think it'd still be music.
Jay will come over and install it himself.
Cricket.
No, but
it takes so much power up. I can't put it out.
I've got a really bad power system in my house.
I just purposely I've done this so nobody builds a studio in my house.
I love the
I'm
idea.
done with everyone trying to build studios in my house.
Yeah, exactly. I love the idea of you actually saying a sentence like, turn that music down, the cricket's on.
He would. He'd become a grump, I promise.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah, no, mine would be like kind of like having a studio that you kind of have to walk to, maybe like a 3-minute walk kind of into a forest. I'm thinking like a glass like tree house where it has windscreen wipers. When the leaves all fall, just kind of go and then the leaves fall again. You know what I mean?
A cabin.
Yeah, like a cabin studio, and then just kind of have that as my outlet because music's always been the outlet. And then without music, I don't know what the I'd be doing. Yeah. For real, not a clue about any other interest.
Probably BMX kickflips.
Nah, too scared.
Too scared.
I can't do the. I'm not dropping. I can drop in. I'm not dropping that. But
so cool.
Yeah, it'd be.
You want to be popular in school?
It would just be producing music again, and just because that's the happy place. Yeah. What about you?
Probably similar. I would probably want to continue to have some sort of space to work in creatively, like in music and just on a computer in general, just depending what the art form is.
Creative nuts game room.
Just make if I had the money for retirement too, is like make a really nice house that has.
Hopefully, when we're playing, Glasgow, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean? You never know. I might gamble, but I'm not. I don't like gambling.
You get really good at playing blackjack.
Yeah.
That's the bad for time.
I'm getting really good at this. You have like $2 left. Yeah, no, but I'm getting good at it.
I'm getting better though.
I've seen you make your way back from $2.
Yeah, Mitchel's kind of good. But yeah, that'd be the plan. So, and focus on like a nice house or property or something like that. Spend a lot of time on that.
Yeah, we said let's take the question and let's like amplify it times 10.
And I like that.
Yeah.
And that's the way we do it. Final question of these. So we covered your songs earlier in this similar kind of territory. So let's do other people's songs, all right? Song to play at your funeral. Other people's songs.
Pick up the phone. Yungblud, Travis Scott, Quavo. I've been saying it for...
That's a cool one.
8 years, 9 years.
That's a cool one.
Since we're in the back of Clinton's, it was a Mitsubishi.
Yeah, the red Mitsubishi.
Red Mitsubishi.
The little Lancer. 2002
Lancer. And then Crass was like in the front seat and he's like, oh, there's this new song out.
I think, was it you? It was probably you.
No, you, because I was always in the back seat. You always shotgun.
I always did.
Yeah.
Shotgun.
So that's when you knew it was going to be played at your funeral?
So you're like, there's this new song out. And then I remember coming out of the parking garage after we gone to see a movie or something, and then it came on, and the Mitsubishi actually had really good sound system.
Good sound.
We tested right here. We tested Into It. We tested what else did we test?
Swim probably.
Maybe not Swim. Swim's a little after. But we tested like all those Friends. We tested Metal About. You know what I mean? We tested all that in the Mitsubishi, and we're like, yeah, it works.
Yeah.
And so coming out of the parking garage, and then Kraus was like, there's a new song, and then just boom, 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 boom. I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm feeling something. And then to that day, it's just like, it's like, that's what, it sounds cliche, but like, that's what made me want to like really double down on music in a weird way. You know, there's just those life-changing moments that just appear out of nowhere, just random.
Perfect.
And I was like,
so that'd be a funeral song.
I was like, funeral song. Don't you like? I've been saying like they've heard me say it multiple times.
Yeah.
If I die,
oh, you were straight in. That was like no-brainer right there. I love it.
I feel like we asked this question really recently.
Pick up the phone.
It was also going to be your WWE walkout song.
But that was too.
Oh my God, that question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a great
question. That's a good question. Walk my way out.
Any other choice from you guys?
Yeah, Connor?
I don't know about honesty right now.
You're not sure?
Yeah, I probably should start thinking about it.
I already thought
I've been pretty close to death lately, so...
You burnt your hand, you're okay.
I broke my ribs too, so...
Oh, less.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, we all did.
I'll be alright. So I don't need a song yet, but I'll have a think.
Nice.
I'm going to say
Thunderclap. Say song.
Thunderclap Moon something, yeah. Something, you know the one called up. I
know.
think that one, I just I love that song. It gives me like a lot of nostalgia and stuff. So
it's like with your dad as well.
It's my dad's.
Yeah,
that's my dad's song. Yeah. So I think that's the one.
I wouldn't work to walk up.
His would be Mamma Mia.
I
think his is
I picked a song.
Mamma Mia.
No, I picked a song.
What is it?
Kokomo by the Beach Boys.
Oh yeah.
Great. Great saxophone solo as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to have something with the saxophone. You couldn't.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whisper.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Man, but Kokomo by the Beach Boys is a little bit more. I like that.
Mamma Mia, I think.
Also a banger. I'm not having any ABBA slander on this video.
Yeah, no.
We were just listening to ABBA upstairs.
Huge ABBA fans.
Love it. Inside the latest edition of Rock Sound magazine, read the first ever interview with one of the most talked about artists of the year, President. The mysterious masked artist speaks for the very first time to us ahead of his debut performance at Download Festival. So if you want to get your copy, head right now over to shop.rocksound.tv. The 7 questions we're asking absolutely everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Super quick. We'll just fly through this and then we're done. Right?
Maybe like 1, 2.
Yeah, let's do it like that.
Cool.
Let's do it like that. So, name one song that will always make you cry.
Oh, such a tough question.
Sorry.
I feel like it's this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. How I Became a CEO.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Mitchell, I'll come to you this one. 2 items you can never leave the house without.
I've left the house. I have ADHD.
You only got 2 items.
I go to the stairs as well, man. Like I gotta go up and down as well. Bunch to get my 2 items that I can't leave. I can leave without all my items very easily.
Okay, that's a better way of doing it. Just leave everything.
And I'm like, okay. 2 things I can't leave without is my glasses so I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm blind as a bat, and then also my phone, because if I don't bring my phone anywhere, then my girlfriend Jordan doesn't know where I am.
Yeah,
he's definitely left the house many times without it though.
Yeah, and it's never charged.
Many times.
Gotta watch out. Clinton, 3 tips for going to a festival.
Hydration.
Yeah.
Don't take acid. Or like that, something like that. Unless you're like prepared and like know what's going on.
Don't take trips.
Okay, yeah. That's your okay.
Don't take trips. He said don't take trips.
Just watch out for the drugs in general if you're gonna do them. And yeah, just enjoy yourself. Like get into it as much as possible.
Underrated tip, that.
Yeah, because it's easy to like get like so saturated by music at a festival that you start giving up on cheering.
Also, when there's like a bunch of drugs, I don't know about actually festivals. There's always like a bunch of like drugs involved. People trying to find each other, and it's less about the music. It's more about like
finding each other is a hard one. So maybe get like a little GPS tracking device or something. Yeah,
I like that festival GPS.
That's a good idea. The doof stick. Yeah, the doof stick. I have the doof stick.
Couple more quick ones and then we're done. Christian, pick 4 people to invite to your dream party. You can have alive or dead.
Oh, I got 2 really good ones.
Excuse you, right here.
Yeah, no, I can't not say these 2 guys.
By default, we're in.
Good. All right,
okay, now pick 4. We're in there by default.
They're in there by default. 4 of all time. Shane Warne.
Okay.
Nice.
I feel like it'd be fun.
What a cricket chat this week.
Yeah, cricket, bring the party.
Matt Healy.
I
feel like Travis Scott, Justin Bieber.
Oh wow, there's a mix. That's a night out.
That's the name.
Plus Shane Warne.
Yeah.
The mix is a real dude.
Shane Warne bringing all the fun.
Can I add Young Thug in there?
Oh,
so switch out JBP Young Thug.
I like JB too.
You might be a little scared.
All right, you stop
Young Thug's in there too.
Just open up the door policy. We'll do that. Mitchell, describe yourself in 5 words.
That's 2.
Yeah, 3 more.
Not again.
Peaceful, chaotic,
That's 3 hours.
Wait, hold on. I got some.
I know you do.
Passionate, very passionate. Extremely hard. I guess I want to work really hard. I do. Even if it puts other people off, I still just want to do work.
Yeah.
I'll be annoying people like, yo, we gotta work. And A little idiot.
That's a nice mix, though.
Yeah.
That's a nice mix. I like that.
A little bit of an idiot sometimes.
That's a good thing. If you've only got one thing in the fire that you like, big ones.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
you have to balance it.
Yeah, balance. That was well balanced. I like that. Glenn, how would your friends describe you in 6 words?
6 is
My friends aren't stoked with me. No, not joking. That's weird to say about what my friends would think.
You can say nice things. You're allowed to.
Oh yeah,
we do think those things.
This is the hardest one.
It's really tough. This is a really tough question.
throwing you a tough one. I apologize. It is a tough one as we reach the end here.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Okay.
Not in a cool way. Not in a cool way. Not
Dangerous.
I'm a dangerous guy.
It's yeah.
No, liability.
I'll do it.
That's okay. Loving, caring.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 more.
Compassionate,
Silly.
which is the kind of same. Yeah, silly.
Yeah.
Learning. DTL.
Learning disability.
DTL.
Down to learn.
Yeah. DTG, down to grow.
Down to grow. Everyone can grow.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
That's
something like that.
That's a great
Sorry,
balance.
it could have been better, but
Don't you dare apologize. That's lovely. And it's a really nice balance. Right, final question for you, gentlemen. This is always the one that really sucks people, so get ready. You can answer this all together.
That's funny.
7 songs. You're only allowed to play these 7 songs in your set for the rest of your days. Songs. You're only allowed to play 7 songs live for the rest of your time as a
Metal
band.
about, slow down, metal about, metal about.
Different cuts of metal about.
No.
Is it for like? Do we have a crowd? So
yes,
No.
it's
It's just like your favorite ones. Just
Oh,
pick
just five
let's just pick our favorite song.
Yeah,
I'll say right now, Disconnected.
Okay, now I'll go. What you call that?
2.
Mm-hmm.
actually, I used to have fun playing like a rock star. Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe
You can have that back.
Okay.
Okay, always. Beauty and Death.
5.
Can't
Not even swing.
Swim, of course. I mean,
gotta do it.
we have to play swim every time. Jesse upset about
And
it.
then something with a sax solo sometimes for me would be like either Into It or
Wait,
like
what's the most interesting song?
Into It's cool. Yeah.
All right. Back you on Into It.
Into It's a
last song
classic.
is on you guys. On
I'd
you.
back you on Into It.
You back me
I
on
think
Into
that's
It.
dead on.
Okay, but one more from me. I want to know one more from you.
What, 8? No.
We're going at 8.
But do you know what? I'm genuinely sick on Into It because that is honestly.
Nah,
Can I tell you? No, let me tell you why. Because when we did the first cover with you guys, I remember that's what we put on the trailer. It's
Yeah.
like that has always got a nice little special place for me.
The
'cause I was
thing
like,
is,
that's
we also have
Absolutely.
some fucking dope songs that we're about to release, and like
Well, I'm excited
they
for
would
that.
take over some of the other songs.
If we can play them live, though, they're really cool songs.
That
We
could
have to
be, that
convert
could be
them.
8. We could just say various new songs that may or may not appear.
And the whole
on
new album is sick.
The new songs are always fun to play because it's different reaction.
Yes. Well, actually, that was like an answer. We answered the question, but I don't know if I feel that way entirely in my heart.
It'll change daily.
Yeah,
It'll
it
change
changes by the
on
minute.
the
It
day.
changes by the minute. For me, it changes by the second.
It will, and there's nothing wrong with that. Gentlemen, that was your 7 of 30. Thank you as ever. It's always lovely to see you. Genuinely, congrats on everything. Man.
Thank you, man.
Amazing,
Thanks for
amazing
having
tour.
us.
Congrats on
Thank
the
you,
album
man.
again.
Thanks
Have
for
a great
watching us
show.
grow up and kind of do this.
Oh, dude. It really is. All right. Chase Atlantic, everybody.
Thank you.
7 of 30 is well and truly back, and you can see loads of episodes right now, including our first episode with Yungblud, a chat with The Warning, and of course with Mr. James Marriott. Just hit subscribe on the Rock Sound YouTube channel or find us wherever you get your podcasts.